What's going on, Drinking Buddies? Brand new podcast coming right at you, but you know what we got to do first. We got to talk about those things that generate a little revenue, bring a little money into the show. First and foremost, we're brought to you by the Patreon at patreon.com/MattSlayer. Did you know you could support this show for as little as $3 a month, less than the cost of a beer? For a little bit more, you get the audio versions ad-free and early. You get the video versions early, uncensored, bunch of other extra content on the Patreon. So what are you waiting for? Go to patreon.com/MattSlayer and support the show today. Another super easy way to support the show is go to the merch store, anwd.net/merch. Pick yourself up a rad hat. Tell the world you're a drinking buddy. What are you waiting for? That's at anwd.net/merch. And the last easiest way to support the show is twofold. Costs you nothing. Signal boost. Tell your friends. Interact on social media, repost stuff, and go to youtube.com/andnowwedrink and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Feed the algorithm. Bring more drinking buddies to the party. Happy 2026, everyone. All right, let's get on with this. My guest this week is the one, the only, Nicole Kitt. This episode, in typical fashion, goes everywhere. Here's some wild stories from Nicole's past, what she's up to now, and a whole lot more. So sit back, relax, pop a cold one, and enjoy, drinking buddies.
When aliens come to take over, they look at us like we're out of our minds now. We're gonna galactic makeover, and now we're thinking that they just might be right. I cannot wait for this whole world to end. I'm gonna break out the bottle with my friends. I think they'll tell the best stories when we're gone. And now we drink.
America.
Doesn't matter until it actually affects you.
Doesn't matter. It literally doesn't fucking matter until you're the one that's in danger. No one gives a flying fuck.
Nope.
No.
And maybe not even then.
Maybe not even then. That is why I pay 42. I think it was 42%. I don't know if it is anymore. It could be like 43 at this point. It's probably more. That was like a couple years ago.
Why aren't you sheltering your taxes better?
I mean, okay, so like I am now because like now I have like an S corp and stuff like that. So like now it's a little bit different, but I'm still holding on to the trauma that I had having to give almost half of my paycheck away.
What the fuck are you? How?
Because there's no literacy course, financial literacy course when it comes to doing porn. Like,
Oh, no. I say this all the time. There's no porno 101.
There's no 101. And I've like probably had this conversation a million times with a million different people, like saying like, I feel like someone needs to put together a guide. Not me, because I'm a little too busy and a little bit too lazy, but someone needs to put together a guide of like just some general like on-set know-how, off-set stuff, and most importantly, when it comes to like handling your business and like actually handling like your brand, there needs to be just like a quick start book or some shit.
The problem is, depending on who you get that from, it might be bad info.
Well, yes, very much so. We've seen that.
I mean, that's part of the problem. Is like your success in this industry a lot of times comes with who you fall in with when you first get in.
That, exactly. So it's your environment. I mean, heavy on that actually, because there's a big difference between certain types of performers, and a lot of it is just like the crowds that they're around. Luckily, I started in a model house with like 6 cats. So I guess I was like trained by that entire environment. So I had like this nice route, but that is the thing. Like depending on where you start, yeah. But still, a quick start guide would be phenomenal.
But the problem is there's been people over the years that like want to sell that quick start guide.
Yeah.
And that's predatory as fuck.
And there's like that because like I have this like major hang up that like just because you're eating doesn't mean I'm not gonna eat. And I feel like that's the mentality, as in like everyone's always kind of trying to like make money off of something like that or get something out of it. It's like you can just give out that information. Like it's no big deal. Like they're gonna be successful and they're not gonna stop you from being successful. So
for sure. And unfortunately, a lot of old school performers are stuck in the mindset of when there was only studio work, everyone was competing for those spots.
Yes.
Like, oh, hey, a new performer that has a similar look to you could be eating your spot, especially if you've been shot out.
Yeah. And like that's one of the reasons why I miss part of me. Like I'm mad that I like missed like that window during like that like boom or that glamour time like in adult work like 10 years ago. But the other part of me is not, because it is so competitive. And I've heard so many stories about that. And like, it would drive me insane. Like, I don't have the personality for that. I'm not comfortable with competing with other people. I don't really see other people as competition, like, at all. I'm like, you are you, I am me. So, like, I hate that aspect of it. But, like, even with that, though, that entire era, it was a golden era. Outside of that, like, it was a great time to be in the industry. So,
I was around in those days, so.
yeah, because you've been in it for a while now. Like, how long?
15 years?
Yeah, it's a while.
Yeah, I've been doing this for almost 10 years.
You've been podcasting for almost 10 years?
Yeah, this show started in 2016.
What was I doing in 2016? What was I? What was I doing in 2016? I was broke. I was a broke young adult working for a telecommunications company. But hell yeah, I didn't know that actually. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been around a long fucking time.
Yeah. You got the back pain for it? You feeling it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
I had a new experience for the first time ever this week, though.
Oh.
I had someone DM slide me asking me for spicy content.
Okay, but did you give it to them?
No.
Why not?
Because, one, I don't know if it's a scam, first and foremost.
Okay, they send the money. Is it a scam?
Well, I don't know if they only sent a little money from me interacting with them on Twitter.
Okay.
Two, I've been saying no for so long, it feels weird to be like, oh yeah, 15 years in, by the way, like, let me just do this thing.
I mean, you're just sending some food. Like, what do they want? Did they ask for something specific?
Well, they wanted, they were just asking, like, do you ever sell content? Like, they were just trying to, they're.
Oh, got you. Yeah.
And I'm like, are you looking for solo content? Or are you looking for boy-girl content? Like, what are you looking for?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, I'm bi. I'll take either one. It's a dude. Like, of course,
He'll take anything?
Yeah.
You should have went to like Home Depot and went shopping or something. If that's what I would have done. I'd be like, you'll take anything?
Well, he wants something spicy.
Yeah, that's still spicy. That's like, I don't know if you saw, but there was this guy that went viral like some years ago on Pornhub. And his whole thing was like, he was just teaching people how to like fix things around their house. Did you ever see that? He was like the dad of like, it was this whole thing. And like, he made so much money just from like showing people how to like, I don't know, like patch a hole in the wall or like some random stuff like that. So I would have went to Home Depot if I were you, and I would have been like, you want spicy? Here's spicy. Here's me doing some housework. Here's me, I don't know, like eating some spicy food. That's spicy?
Well, they also want a private cam call. I'm like, yo, what's your budget on that? And they're like, well, I don't really know. I'm like, well, let me know when you figure that out.
Well, there you go. That's the business mindset, right?
Yeah.
Let me know.
Let me know when you figure that out. Like, okay, you want to just bullshit with me on, like, sure, I talk. Like, I'm happy to jump on. If you're going to pay me, I'll happily jump on a Zoom call with you and
just talk. Yeah. I mean, why not get the money?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not opposed to getting the money. It's more just like I have flat out turned down like being stunt cock on people's OFs before.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people right now punching the air.
That's their problem.
Swearing at the universe because they would love to be in that position.
Yeah, those same people don't know what actually goes into the job.
That is true. That is very true. Yeah. Okay. All right.
So it was just like, it was a first for me. It's like 15 years in, no one has ever, like the closest I've ever been paid for sex work is, do you remember the pro wrestler Chyna?
Yes, actually. Yeah. May she rest in peace. Yeah.
So she was shooting for Vivid.
Mm-hmm. I know she did that.
Oh yeah. When her wrestling career fell apart.
Oh.
She was shooting for Vivid for a couple of years.
Oh.
So I met her at Exotica Jersey in 2012.
Okay.
Through mutuals and stuff like that. And then Exotica Miami, it had to be 13.
Uh-huh.
Like, she was about me. Like, she,
yeah,
made a hard turn as she was going to the pool to come sit on my lap. And a bunch of people were like, we will pay you $2,000 to bang her right now.
Wow.
And then it was like, well, okay, yeah, I can use $2,000.
It's China. Like,
and then they're like, oh, we're filming it. I'm like,
okay. Let me live out my fantasy. You don't need to, like, okay. Because, like, it's China. Like, that is, like, it's so horrible that I immediately think of, like, Snoo. But, like, yes. Like, I would want her to, like, again, may she rest in peace. But if she could crush me, literally, like, that would be, like, a dream come true. Because that woman is, I mean, outside, like, everything that happened and stuff like that. But, like,
yeah,
it was just a very attractive woman. So,
yeah, I by the time she was in the industry, I didn't think she was all that like physically attractive.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Oh, she looked like that.
I mean, she was in her 40s already by that point. Like,
I mean, I like some MILF action.
No, for sure. I should have done it. I should have done it for the bit.
Yeah, honestly, for the plot, for the life plot, I think that's just something where like that's one of those stories where it's like, did you know? Like I did this, and people are like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
At least there's pictures of me suplexing her in a hotel room at like 7:00 in the morning.
Yeah, oh, man, I love wrestling. That's a dream come true. So I love that.
So why haven't you gone out for like a fucking wrestling school?
I actually, once upon a time, like 2 years ago or so, I actually went to a wrestling school in Las Vegas. I think it's called the FSW, the Future Stars of Wrestling. And Chris Bay actually was instructing, like he was instructing some like little classes there. And so I tried, but I learned really quickly. I just think I'm a little bit too fragile to do that. Like I thought I had the athleticism, but I really didn't. So I did try at least. And it was cool. It was a cool experience. But like I just couldn't get myself to like throw my body across the floor without worrying about breaking something. And then I was shooting during that time. So I'm like, if I like get injured, I can't work. So, you know.
Well, you can go do some like Ultimate Surrender or some shit. That's close.
What? Wait, Ultimate Surrender. What is that?
You've never heard of Ultimate Surrender?
Is that like a spicy thing? Is that like?
Oh yeah, it's a spicy thing.
Oh wait, I do know exactly what that is. Never mind.
Like they wrestle and strip each other, and then
Yeah, because Daisy Ducati.
Yeah,
she does a lot with them. Okay, yeah, I do know. I mean, I could do that.
Live out those fantasies a little bit.
Because like if I did it, I really want to be a heel. I really want to be a heel. I'm all about that. So like I think I really like the theatrics like side of it. Like that's what really attracted me to that. Even though I'm not a theater kid, but like, whatever, like a childhood fantasy. But the physical side, I was like, if I break something, yeah, but maybe because I've heard of it. I've seen a ton of their videos. I know they're extremely popular. I've never filmed with them. I don't know why.
You should fix that.
Yeah, I gotta just hit him up. Like, hit me up. You know where I'm at.
Right. Reach out.
Exactly. Like literally my email is posted on my social media. Just reach out.
Nicole wants to tap a motherfucker.
Exactly. Or I really just want to put on a spandex suit and roll around on the floor. And if you add oil, even better. So even better. So,
Even if you weren't like an in-ring performer, I'm definitely sure you could have gotten a gig as like a valet, like, as someone's manager.
Oh, probably. And I thought about that too, because I'm trying to remember who it was, but like, I don't remember his name, but who was just like Latino performer, freaking amazing, had some of the most amazing like leaps. Like he would go to the top rope and like do like these crazy backflips, flying like more than halfway across the ring. Amazing. But he also had this manager, and her whole thing is she would carry around a money gun and this briefcase. Like, and of course, like, he'd walk in and stuff like that. And she'd be yelling at people in the audience and be like, "You broke motherfucker. Don't talk to him like this." And she'd like pull out her money gun. She's like, and she'd shoot money at them and be like, "Here, there you go. Buy yourself some food for your kids." Like she literally was like that. And I loved her because she was so evil and so corporate. And I'm like, this sexy bitch, this sexy, angry, mean bitch with her little fake bankrolls. I could do that, but I never did.
You still could.
I still could. And I have a friend actually, because I'm originally from Oklahoma, who is a wrestler. He lives in Arizona now, and he's got this whole shtick because he's a nurse. But he's like him and like a real nurse, and it's like him and it's like this other guy.
I love that you have to specify. Like he's a real nurse, No, he's not a kayfabe nurse. He's a real RN, like a real deal, and he makes a lot of money. But his whole thing is like he's like the doctor when he's like in the ring. So it's like him and like this other guy. I don't know what the other guy does as much. I think he's just kind of like I like the hype man thing or whatever. But yeah. Anyway, I could do that. We'll see. We'll see. Things are, slowing down. Well, I mean, that's the beauty of this industry. It opens a lot of fucking doors to a lot of other things.
That it does, because it's such a small, I just had this conversation the other day, like, when I first got in, like I coming out here to LA, like I had this idea that it was just like this like massive crazy thing. Like there's so many people, so many places, so many whatever. And now that I've been out here, I'm like, I know everybody. And you get to know everybody within like the first like 2 years. And then like you get to know even the circles that those other people run in. Like we're all just like in one big like snake pit, just like going in and out of each other. So yeah, I mean.
Well, and also, in your line of work, I'm sure there are some mainstream celebrities that are DM sliding.
There not as many as there used to be. I'm not gonna lie.
Boo! What the fuck? The fuck?
I'll say this. There's not as many as there used to be, but there is one in particular who's been like my ride or die for like since I started, and he's a coach of a very, very well-known college basketball team. So I'm not going to say where, but
don't get him fired.
I'm not going to get you fired. But I see you. And he has literally been following me since the very beginning, and he just sends me words of affirmation.
No tickets?
No tickets. Just words of affirmation.
The fuck?
Yeah, I feel like he's like a manager I never knew I wanted or necessarily needed, but that's all he does. And just likes my content. So I do have I had a lot of rappers too at some point. A lot of rappers.
Oh yeah, the musicians just come.
Oh my God. Like a lot of rappers. I can't think of his name, but a really popular artist back in like the mid 2000s. Like, I'm not gonna say your name either, but you know who you are. Okay.
It's not Coolio, right? Rest in peace.
No.
Because Coolio used to come around AVN.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Well, what was he doing?
Hanging out.
Up to no good?
Oh, yeah. Like
cruising?
Nah, if you want to go back to a classic episode, Daisy Ducati, speaking of, told the story about Coolio kidnapping her at AVN. Back on the AVN 17 episode, I think.
Kidnapping her?
Yeah.
And taking her where?
A strip club.
Oh, which one?
Oh, I think it was Crazy Horse 3. It was in Vegas.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's a good one. That's a good one. I mean, if you're going to kidnap me, like, if you take me to a strip club, that's not that bad, actually. It just depends on which one. But it's not that bad, because I love a strip club.
Come on. Coolio, strip club for the plot. It doesn't matter what strip club.
It's for the plot. I love a good strip club, but this particular artist had a very popular song about booty.
That's Sir Mix-a-Lot?
I know it's a lot of, but the rockin' every, this particular artist. And, I mean, I've had my share. I've never gone on any endeavors with them. Probably never would, but,
Whatever, you can get yourself on a music video. Might as well.
That. I think I have more, if anything, like politicians and like CEOs, people like that. I have a lot of that. They have a weakness for chocolate. So,
well, get them to change some fucking policies then.
Listen, once upon a time I had a roster. Once upon a time.
Make some promises. If if we get some shit changed around here, you can see these feet.
You can see these toes. You can see these piggly wigglies. All you got to do is just extend. I can't go down the avenue. All you have to do is just extend the tax credit,
right?
And you'll get some piggly wigglies. Yes. No. But I like a lot of that. Definitely a lot of politicians. And just a lot of businessmen, lots of hedge fund bros and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm just trying to get some real estate. That's it. I just want some real estate. Just give me some land.
Here in LA?
Well, I want to say yes, but I don't know if the getting land here is going to go through the same appreciation that it went through 20 years ago. I don't know, because everyone's moving away. So
yeah, that means you can get in cheap now. LA is never going anywhere.
You don't think it's going to go anywhere? Because the movie industry's leaving, though.
The movie industry will be back.
Okay. I'm hoping so, because they're trying to outsource it. And they're moving to Atlanta, and then they're trying to shoot in the Dominican.
Yeah, I mean, they're always going to go where there's fucking credits. But if you look at like major movies, they're shooting in like 10 different cities because they're getting tax credits in all of them.
Okay. So then, but you think it's going to come back? Because like Hollywood's just not the same. It's not what it used to be.
It's not, but the studios are still here. You don't see fucking Warner Brothers closing up shop, do you?
True. Well, no, what they're really doing is they're building a bunch of additional studios that they don't necessarily have to use, so they get even more tax credits.
Right.
Yes, that's what they're doing. But I mean, like, I think land here would be great. Land anywhere. Land in Oklahoma. Because Oklahoma's booming. So I would love to have like a couple acres out there.
Like Tulsa or?
No, like city limits, like right around Oklahoma City, because it's expanding so quickly. So anything that's like right around that area, anything that's like a little bit north of like Edmond, anything like that, like you're going to make your money back for sure. So yeah, just buy me some land. That's all I want. And a couple cars, Yeah, and a couple horses. But
and some stables to put the horses in.
And some stables and like some fainting goats, because I love goats. I really like, it's my dream to have a ranch. Like dead ass. Like I'm talking like an alpaca farm. Like it's my dream to have a bunch of wild like animals. So just saying, just buy me some alpacas and some land. That's it. That's all I want. I'm a simple girl.
I want some land, some alpaca. And just, the specific, I don't think you're that simple. I think it's, I think that, there might be some blueprints involved. It's not just like any land. I think you probably have.
It's got to be something with some oil reserves too. I'm just adding to the list.
Right.
Yeah, the list is never ending.
It's got to be an oil derrick and a
Yes.
staff to fucking man it.
Yeah. You're right. Actually, I need a couple hands, a couple ranch hands. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Do you want to fucking clean up after goats all the time?
No, not really. No, I just want to love them. That's it. I want to love them, pet them, dress them, and then let somebody else do the hard work.
Do you feel that way about children too?
Yeah. Honestly, yes. I love kids. I think kids are great. And they're just little balls of innocence and happiness. And they're like reinvigorating, Like, I feel like it makes people live longer in a lot of ways, like being surrounded by young, youthful children. But like, if I have kids, I need a staff. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I felt about, like, I can't have kids now, but when at points where I was just like, well, if I ever became wealthy and like had a support system to do it, like maybe then. But then again, then I would raise horrible people. Almost every person I know who's born with wealth is a horrible motherfucker.
I mean, that is true. I mean, because I think the problem is people will have staff and then they just give all of that responsibility to them. You still have to be present, like you still have to actually like be involved. But when they're like young and stuff and they're like, extra tender, it'd be nice to have some people around to kind of like manage that so you can just focus on being sexy. That sounds nice to me. I think if anyone could plan ideally how to like get to that point, they would do that. So,
well, for sure. Anyone, if you never have to change a shitty diaper.
Yeah, well, that. I feel, well, it's like the Girl Scouts or the Boy Scouts. You do have to earn your stripes. So, like, you got to do that at least. But, like, but mainly, like, when it comes to, like, when they're super young and they're crying a lot throughout the night, like, not having to wake up and, like, do that. Like, having somebody there to, like, be a night nanny and handle that so you can actually sleep. You can focus on getting up the next morning and doing your thing. That, to me, I'm like, I want that. Like that's just easier. Someone like, if I go on a field trip or whatever and I don't want to carry all that stuff, like let's say I go to Disney, I don't know. Like, it'd be nice to have someone there to like, yeah. So
carry that shit.
Yeah. Someone to take care of my alpacas, brush my alpacas and take care of my children. It's great. It's a happy house. I mean, goofy.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Nicole's not that serious. She's not that sexy, mysterious woman we thought she was. She's actually really, really goofy and unserious. Yeah.
Oh my God. No, we can't let the internet know that, Nicole.
No personality. Yeah, whatever.
You gotta.
Oh, let me change. Hold up. Hi. I had to change the tone a little bit. Talk in my appropriate voice. Yeah. Anyway, back to the alpacas. I'm really excited. Have you ever had an alpaca for a blanket? It's humane. It's very humane. They just shave them.
Nicole, if you ever talk to me like this, I can't take you seriously.
No. Oh.
I've seen behind the curtain. I know what the wizard looks like.
I mean, right. It's acting for you. It's acting.
Well, yeah. I do not understand how people have figured out pro wrestling's fake, but they still haven't figured out porn's fake.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. I really don't. Because, like, and that's actually, what really grinds my gears? Really grinds my gears? It's like, I will hear people talk about porn, and they'll just literally be like, oh, like, for me, it's so real, and I orgasm every single time, and this, that, and the third. I don't want to shatter the illusion, but I also want to be like legit. Like a lot of what it is to porn is acting. It's making things dramatic. It's making things theatrical.
It's supposed to be aesthetically pleasing, not necessarily pleasurable.
Exactly. It's supposed to entice the audience. It's not necessarily about you as a person. And like what you see there is not usually how most people even want to be dealt with in their personal life. So
for sure,
if you want to believe it's real, I mean, I love that. I love the ignorance. Like, ignorance is bliss. So if they want to believe it's real, yeah.
Nah, I don't love the ignorance at all.
For them, I love it for them because the less you know, the happier you are sometimes. So,
Until you inflict that shit on other motherfuckers.
Until you inflict that on other people, yes, by when you start saying stuff that you're not, necessarily experienced enough to speak on, definitely. But if they want to think wrestling is real, they know wrestling's fake and they want to think porn's real, I'm like, sure, baby, just keep subscribing. Keep paying that $8.99 per month.
Yeah, I had a
yeah, even though, full disclaimer too, even though what I do is genuine, okay, I'm not sitting there faking, otherwise I wouldn't do it. But when it comes to production, mainstream type porn, that's primarily what I'm talking about.
For sure. Yeah. And this goes back to why I turned down being a stunt cock in people's OF. It's just like, especially because every time it's been someone who like, oh, hey, are we hooking up? Well, I only want to hook up if it's for my OF. I'm like, I'm cool then.
Okay, so who would be your deal breaker? Like, who would be somebody where you'd be like, if they came to you and they were like, you right now, like 3 cameras, 3 sweaty men in like in all black cameras, a sound guy, like all the license shit right now, $2,000. Like, who would?
No one.
No one.
No one. I would think about doing it if I was in a relationship with someone.
Okay.
And then, that's fine.
So you don't have one like celebrity that would just like
that I'm going to put myself in awkward positions for, tweak my back.
I mean, no one said you had to tweak your back. What? Are you giving or receiving? Like, no one said you had to tweak your back.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Male talent's got to be in fucking awkward positions too. Like,
I mean, guys do. I feel like in the hips, you got to open up and
right. You got to open up like, oh, we're spooning with my fucking hip.
Yeah, but let's say like it were okay. Let's add another layer to it. Let's say it was completely natural. You don't have to do any of the crazy, corny like posing, nothing like that.
Just has to be a camera crew involved.
It just has to be camera crew involved. Who would convince you? I'm just curious.
I don't know because I don't. There's plenty of performers that I think are very sexually attractive, and I'm like, do I want to fucking fail for the first time out? Like, I'm gonna try and knock it out of the park with someone I'm very attracted to, and be like, oh, this is just me failing.
Okay, no,
because that's part of the reason I don't want the job is I'm not certain that I could perform under those circumstances. I've had sex in public, and it's not always gone well.
Oh, it's multiple times.
Yeah.
Now I kind of want to know.
Well, drunk. It worked all right. Like, I had sex in Cabana at AVN 14.
Oh, you kinky man.
It was just a drunk decision.
In the Cabana?
Yeah.
And like in the Cabana while everybody's around partying and stuff. And
we kind of pulled the curtains.
In the club. Okay. I'm going to add that to the list. All right.
It was just one of those things that fucking happened.
All right.
Audiences heard that story, but that one worked all right. But like, there's been other times where it's like, I'm hooking up and like, can just hear people partying in the next room. It's not even like actually public. It's just like at a party and like I can hear
all this stuff
and just fucking noodle like.
Oh, got you. Because it's like, okay. Well, see, I think this is a great lesson. I think it's a great lesson for maybe some people watching that just because you see something on TV doesn't mean you can actually do it. So it's the same thing as watching the X Games. You see them do that shit. That doesn't mean you should go outside and jump on your skateboard or your bike or whatever, or get in your car. Like, okay, yeah.
Sometimes you just have to realize, your physical limitations. I'm never going to dunk like Jordan.
No.
Never.
Yeah.
No matter how many times I practice, no matter how many times I try, it's just not going to happen.
That is the biggest compliment. We're like, honestly, for the industry, we're Jordan. We're Michael Jordans. Just slam dunking.
There is a level of athleticism that goes into this shit.
There is a level of athleticism that goes into this. I would definitely agree. And that is something that kicked me in the butt when I first started, because I had this like idea that like, just like imaginary thing that I'm going to like be this glamorous goddess and everything's going to be absolutely perfect. And like my first shoot, my like back was hurting, my feet were hurting, my pussy was hurting. And I was like, this is not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be just this easy breezy, like, I'm gonna look at me type,
I'm going to be a princess and they're all going to come to me.
And they're all going to come to me. I'm going to get a standing ovation at the end of it. And someone's going to bring me a fucking crown. And then I'm going to move on to the next scene. No, yeah, there is a lot of athleticism. And I had to learn that the hard way. But thankful for it too. Because it, it means that, it keeps you in shape and stuff doing it.
Oh,
but like,
sure.
It's a lot. It's a lot. So
absolutely. And like any dude who's like, oh, I want to get it. I'm like, yo, can you get it up and keep up with someone who looks like me standing over you with a boom mic with the look in his eye that he just wants to go home?
That. Yeah, either can you do it with a man sitting over you with like crying on your back as he's like filming because he wants to leave. Yeah.
All he wants to do is go home.
Oh.
Every porn crew just wants to go home.
They just want, oh my God, it's some of the best days on set. Lily, I'll walk in and it's like, okay, we're here. We're going to get on 3 hours. Let's fucking go. And I'm like, let's do it. 3 hours, in and out, dialogue, sex, all of it. You know, no one wants to actually be on set longer than I have to. So, yeah.
100%. I will praise Marcos Rivera.
Mm-hmm.
You know Marcos?
Mm-hmm.
When I was on his crew,
Mm-hmm.
we would be rapping by lunch almost every day.
That's glorious.
And
That's glorious.
Since it was an ALO set, you know,
Mm-hmm.
MindGeek at the time, they bought, like, they actually catered lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm taking the lunch orders as the PA as, you know, we're loading out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's literally like, that's porn for porn stars.
Yeah.
Like that's like foreplay.
Yo, whatever you ordered in DoorDash, we're giving it to you to go as you walk off set.
Leave.
Yeah.
Like, oh God, that's like the best. I couldn't even tell you how many times I've been like 3 fingers deep in a Caesar salad on my way home after an early day. Yeah, like that is one of the best feelings, is leaving early and eating in the car as I'm going home, being like, yes. God, I wish I was more of a standard now. I don't feel like it's like that. I feel like most sets. Actually, I heard the rumor recently. I don't know if it's true, but I heard a rumor recently in the industry that there's now a cap on how long people can be on set, and it can't go over 12 hours. I don't know if that's true or not, but I heard that.
I mean, depends if they're shooting in California or Nevada, I'm assuming.
I think they're talking about primarily here because I guess like there was like, you know, it's kind of commonality, especially when you're working on like bigger like features and films and stuff like that, that it can easily go over 12 hours. But I heard someone literally say, it was in one of the little group chats, they're like, yeah, now like that's like there's a PSA put out saying that you can't shoot over 12 hours like at all. Like,
so there's still a lot of things that we skirt around legally.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, because of AB5,
Yeah.
technically, everyone's supposed to be an employee of the production.
Oh, yeah, they definitely don't do that.
Well, I know. Well, and that's why everyone wants you to have your S or your LLC.
Yeah.
Because then it's a B2B, because you can't hire people as independent contractors anymore. Because if you set, you have to be on set at this time, you're now an employee.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you run afoul of overtime laws in California.
And I'm not going to go into detail about it, but that explains the lawsuit stuff that like, I mean, yeah, they definitely like skirt around that. I don't know if the whole new rule is going to be enforced. I have no idea.
Probably not.
Probably not. Maybe in the meantime, while it's fresh on the mind, but then after that, it's just gonna.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be enforced now.
Yeah, I mean, I just felt like a trucker when they said it. I was like, we're like truckers now, like 12 hours. You know, we got to go sleep on the side of the road somewhere and call me back in like 8 hours.
Your porno log, like, do you have your rest hours in between getting pounded?
Yeah, I need my rest hours. I need to log it. Like, all right, I've already been fucking for 12 hours now. I need about an 8-hour break, a couple snacks and stuff, and I'll be ready to go. Yeah. You
roll into set the next morning, like, let me see your logbook.
Yeah, let me see your logbook. That is amazing. That is actually amazing.
Sorry, you haven't been off the clock long enough.
No. I mean, I love that. I love it. I wish it was like that.
It'll never be like that.
No. Yeah.
In LA County, we're still, most productions, avoiding the condom law that's on the books.
Oh, so there's a condom law.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I had no idea. I've been taking a raw.
Yeah, everyone is.
Yeah, okay. And no one told me that.
Yeah, Prop 60, I believe it was Prop 60. Or it was Measure B it was Prop 60 for the state, Measure B for LA County. Measure B passed years ago.
Wow.
Cal OSHA has just flat out said they don't have the funding to actually enforce it.
I mean, honestly, that's kind of a waste of money to even enforce it anyway. So, like, it's kind of a waste of money.
Oh, it's still been used as a revenge tactic a couple times.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I know some productions back in the day, like shortly after it was passed, where someone was disgruntled about how someone went and like ratted out someone's shoot house. OSHA showed up and they got fined deep 5 digits.
OSHA. OSHA's going out to construction sites, making sure men are wearing hard hats and steel boots. And then once they're done with that, they go over to fucking Van Nuys and go to a porn house. Or like, are you guys wearing condoms in here? Like, what? That is actually insane. Like, that is such a waste of money. In my opinion, that's a waste of money. But
it's a law in the books.
But I didn't know that. And that's hilarious. That is, I don't know. I feel like I'm also going to add that to my list if that ever happened. Like, that's a canon event and that's like a lifetime event. So, if I ever write a biography, an autobiography, then put that in there. Kind of want that.
Holy shit, that passed in 2012.
2012.
Yeah. So, yeah, shortly after I got in.
Well, that has not been followed.
No, it's actually what drove some people to Europe because I want to say Immoral Productions, Porno Dan moved to Hungary because he got fucking hit with a massive fine shortly after it passed. And that's why he went in like, I'm off to Budapest, fuck y'all.
Wow.
And I know some other people that got hit with fucking deep fines because they were shooting in the same place all the time. So
wow. And what's so funny about that, and that may explain, is when the European companies come over here, they usually have us shoot condom scenes. So you have to shoot a condom scene with the European companies.
Well, because they're probably fucking worried about it.
They're probably worried about that. Makes so much sense. Like,
well, it's why Wicked forever was shooting condoms because Wicked was shooting in the same place for forever.
Oh, I didn't know that. I hate shooting with condoms.
Everyone does.
I hate it.
And honestly, it has a higher transmission rate of STDs for what the industry does because condoms aren't meant to do fucking porn sex.
No, they're not. They're meant for casual, civilian. I call it civilian sex.
Right.
It's for that. It's not meant for the theatrical type. Yeah.
Well, just extended periods. It'll tear. It'll cause tears.
Yeah.
And then once you have a tear inside there, you're much more likely to get a pathogen in your bloodstream.
Yeah. Yeah. They're just so uncomfortable.
Yeah, no one likes condoms.
I don't. I wear condoms. I don't like wear condoms. I don't like condoms. People should be wearing condoms. Okay?
I disagree. Do not wear condoms.
No, wear condoms. Okay, unless you want a bunch of goo goo gagas, aka candy snatchers, running around your house and spend up all your good money.
Just do anal.
Do anal, or just do. Honestly, yeah, do anal. I love anal. I love it. Do anal,
or just get a vasectomy. They're cheap.
Or that. Let's yes. More vasectomies, because I feel like if, listen, can I give some unsolicited advice to just
certainly
people just watching in general? Like, just some unsolicited advice here. But listen, if you're a man, if you want your girl to be horny, hot to trot, and you want her to stay in that state, the best thing she could not do is take birth control if she doesn't have to. Like, don't mess with her hormones. Just go get a vasectomy. If you already had kids, already done it, just get a vasectomy. She can stay in that comfortable, sexy mindset and not go through those crazy fluctuations every single month. Okay, just saying. And not all women are the same, so no one's a monolith. So talk to your girl. But if you really want to keep things, don't make her take birth control. Just go get the snip.
Historically, my most successful relationships have been with girls that were not on birth control.
Because we're just little demons, little semen demons.
Yeah.
Literally. And we're uninhibited and just our natural selves. Yeah. I believe it. Yeah. Yeah. Birth control sucks. So no, if we don't have to take it, we shouldn't have to take it. Just get snipped.
It's pretty painless.
It's pretty painless. Yeah. I mean, I don't have a dick. I don't know, but
I filmed mine.
You filmed your vasectomy?
Mm-hmm. It's on YouTube.
Okay, I immediately want to look it up. I immediately was like, I need to see this. Wow, what was that like?
I did a bunch of nitrous oxide. They're just like, you're self-administer yourself NOS while we're doing it.
They give you NOS?
Yeah.
They just give you a whole canister, have fun?
Like medical setup.
And they were just like...
Yeah. No, I even captioned the video while I'm doing am I doing pain management right now or am I just trying to get high?
Holy shit. Who's your doctor? Okay.
Some nice Mormon dude out in Vegas.
Okay, I gotta go to Mormons.
I'm assuming he's Mormon. He normally practices in Utah.
I gotta go to Utah.
But we did in Vegas. I didn't meet the guy till day of.
The day of?
Mm-hmm.
So you just went online and just was vasectomies near me, vasectomies are us, and then
I'm sorry to the audience that's heard this story because it's been definitely discussed.
Well, it's interesting, yeah.
So when Roe v. Wade got overturned,
Okay.
Xander Corvus hit me up and was like, yo, I booked my vasectomy. And years previous, we had joked about normalizing prosectomies, like getting vasectomies with your friends.
I love that.
Like the plan was to like have a whole spa day the day before and then go get vasectomies the next day.
That's so cute.
Unfortunately, Xander didn't end up doing it.
He chickened out?
He had shit come up.
Okay.
But I crowdsourced mine. My audience paid for my fucking vasectomy.
I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing everything wrong. Crowdsourcing vasectomies. Okay. All right.
So I canceled the first time he had to pull out.
Uh-huh.
And then the second time, I'm like, all right, reschedule. He had fucking got COVID. And I'm just like, yo, man, I raised money for this. I cannot back out a second time. People are going to think I'm fucking scamming them.
Yeah.
So I went and did the shit.
Uh-huh.
And I roll in, meet the doctor for the first time. I'm like, yo, can I film this? And he's just like, no, absolutely not. I'm like, so here's the deal. There's been an article in the Daily Beast talking about my vasectomy. I really want to chronicle it. I don't want to have the camera on my dick. Like, I've kept my dick off the internet this long. The first time I want to have my dick on the internet, last thing I want is it wide open and like your hands in it.
Got you, yeah.
So it's just me from, chest up, like mugging to the camera. He's like, all right. And like, I'm just mugging and talking to the camera and talking through it.
Okay.
Doing NOS and like, well, the whole thing was under 10 minutes.
Wow. And like, what about the recovery though? Like,
was it uncomfortable? Like, it wasn't.
Were you like walking like a pirate, like a double peg, like a pirate for like a whole week? Were you side to side?
One of my guys who had previously got one is like, yo, what you need to do is like, they make these, it's like a sling. It's like just a tidy whitey material, but it's just a sling for your balls.
Okay.
And you put it on under your underwear. And so it keeps it tight to your body.
It's like a little hammock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just like, do that, you'll be good. And it was just uncomfortable. I didn't even take pain meds.
No, nothing. No ibuprofen, no Tylenol, nothing like that. Okay, you're tough in it. Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've never watched any videos about a vasectomy, and I just immediately just thought of like the shaft. I didn't even think that it's just the balls. But that makes sense. That makes sense. I thought they had to put something in I thought it was like a sounding type thing where they had
no.
Go in and.
I am old enough to have had my dick swabbed for STD tests in the 90s. I will never do that again if I can avoid it.
Yeah, well, it's, it's intense. A lot of people like it, but it's intense. Yeah.
Not my jam. Like,
got you.
Had a, not so gentle nurse, Q-tip my dick before. And I'm like, yep, I'm good. Hell, it probably stopped me from getting STD tested as often as I should have been in the 90s.
Got you. Yeah.
Because it's like, went to the free clinic once and it was just like, oh, that was fucking horrible.
Well, everything was brutal back then. Like, it was just like, like everything was brutal. Like, there was everything, when it came to the actual focus of like STDs and stuff like that, like during the 90s, 80s and everything like that, like, in the AIDS epidemic, like they just weren't, no one talked about STDs as much. And and then it became a massive thing. And then they started actually spending time like developing better tests and easier methods and stuff that I benefit from today, which is nice. But like back then, that's a little medieval.
Oh, for sure. Well, and also in the very liberal part of Chicago where I grew up, we had sex education in 5th grade and in high school. But it was still a lot of scare tactics.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
The first time I intentionally had unprotected sex, like had a couple condom breaks, before that, but like the first time I had a partner who was just like, fucking stick it in me, and I'm horny.
Yeah.
Like after I came, I'm like, I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die. I'm literally about to die, like right now.
Oh yeah, no. Like it probably killed that relationship because she's just like, what's wrong? And I'm like, just in my head, like I'm gonna die. Like this is someone I was fucking on the regular with condoms.
Yeah.
And just being a dumb dude, I was just like, we shouldn't do that again. Like, I did not elaborate on like unprotected sex. I was just like, she probably took in her head like, we shouldn't fuck anymore. We've been fucking for a hot minute here.
Yeah, no, she didn't understand that it was just that barrier difference. Like, honestly, like that's I hate to say that's funny, but it's really funny because I I grew up in a church cult.
Oh God.
Yeah, well, you see, it's the church to porn pipeline. It's
Oh no, there's so many people that are like, yeah, I grew up in a cult.
I grew up in a cult. Like I grew up in a church cult, but like, I literally grew up Methodist, which I'm pretty sure some of you guys are watching because you seem to always relay this information to my parents for whatever reason. And my parents accept me fully, so I don't know why you're doing it at this point.
Maybe they like your parents and just wanted an excuse to talk to them.
Yeah, but yeah, my parents love that I do what I do. Honestly, like my grandmother like brags about me. My dad's like, that's my girl. She's doing what she needs to do, but she's doing it very professionally. So whatever, but they still watch my stuff. But
well, I hope they're not watching your stuff.
Oh, they definitely are watching. That's how my parents found out.
Oh no, I meant your parents. I hope they're not.
Oh, not my parents. No. I'm
like, what the fuck?
Not them, but like other people in the church and stuff like that. But pretty much, where I grew up, and how I grew up is I was raised to pretty much be a mini wife. And so I went to like charm school. I did pageants. I was a debutante. I did all that type of stuff. So I had this very, very like, Christian mentality when it came to sex. It's like extreme mentality when it came to sex and kissing, any type of like bodily like contact with a boy, like, which is like, oh. And I remember when I had my first kiss, it was, I was 14 and I like went out to the lake with a bunch of friends and there was this boy I was really into and stuff like that. And him and I had our first kiss like out at the lake and it was actually very romantic because it was like, the sun was setting and stuff and like, it was really cute actually. But like after like we had that kiss, I thought I was going straight to hell. And you couldn't have convinced me that I wasn't.
Oh, Nicole, you are.
Yeah, I'm apparently, right? I mean, if I'm going to hell, I mean, I'm bringing the heat. Anyway. So I literally like for like a whole month, easy. Like I thought everybody knew. I was so paranoid. I thought my parents knew. I thought the church knew. I thought the pastor knew. I thought everyone was like judging me. And
old scarlet letter.
That literally in any little thing that would happen that was like bad per se, I was like, this is the universe punishing me for being such a slut. Like all because I just was like, just a kiss. It wasn't anything crazy. It was just a little kiss.
Any tongue?
No. It was like a little peck. It was so innocent and so precious and cute. And I can see that now. But back then I thought I was going straight to fucking hell with a sweet next to Satan. Because I was like, I kissed a boy and I'm not married. So that means I'm a harlot and I need to be stoned in the city center. Well, yeah. You learn. But
well, yeah, it's what you're brought up with. Like,
yeah.
Because almost universally, the word of your parents until you get older is effectively the word of God.
It's literally, yeah.
They're infallible human beings.
That and like in the because I say a cult, but it really was a cult. It was typical for all of the young girls to get married at 18 and immediately start having kids. And I stopped going to church when I was about 15, 16. I refused to go because I was like, this is extreme. There's a lot of hypocrisy. Granted, I'm still a very spiritual person to this day, but in that particular setting was so extreme. I was like, I don't want to be a part of this. And my dad actually, another fun side story. My dad was so upset with me for not wanting to go to church. He took the wheels off of my car. So literally I went to bed one night and I woke up the next morning and I was going to like go to my car so I could drive to band practice in the morning. Yeah, shout out to the clarinets here, clarinet section here and front ensemble. But I was going to go drive to band practice and my dad took all of my wheels off of my car and put my car on bricks. Literally. And so my car sat on bricks for 2 months because he was like, you can't get your wheels back until you go back to church. And I'm like, I'm not going. I don't want to be one of those girls that like turns 18 and like immediately starts popping out. I don't want to be a part of that. I just want to be a regular person. And I'm stubborn. So,
but also like, I don't understand that mindset. Do you want someone involved with your church that is there by fucking force? Like that is only there under duress. Why does your God need someone to worship them under duress?
And that's the thing is like, I feel like in any regular church and regular setting, that's not the case. They would be like, oh, we don't want that. But like in this particular setting, they were just so like, it was a actual cult. But like for 2 whole months, I had no wheels and I had all my friends come pick me up. And my dad learned, he's like, she's not going to go back. Like, I just give her wheels back. She's a pain in the ass because now we have to take her places. And if we're not taking her places, her friends keep coming by and picking her up and taking her places.
And Lord knows what they're on the reefer. They're all on the reefer.
We were all on the reefer. All of us, we were on the reefer. I was doing all types of crazy things back then. I was jumping off bridges in the middle of the night into a river out in like Shawnee, Oklahoma. Horrible decision. I could have died, but I was doing all types of
But you didn't.
But I didn't. But I didn't, right?
For the plot.
For the plot. And so, like, you know, after that, anyway, I'm saying that to say that I completely get the whole thing about like thinking that you're gonna, you know, essentially go to hell or you're gonna die.
No. Yeah, I don't believe in hell. I definitely believe in dying.
Yeah, well, yeah, and you get a same intense reaction.
Well, but it's all indoctrination. It was all the bullshit we were fed by authority figures that we were told to trust and believe.
That, and like the craziest part about it is like now I feel like I'm so spiritual. It's like I'm so spiritual now versus back then. Like I was just kind of going through the motions. Now I'm like very much like that, but it's like a totally different tone. Like it's in a liberated, like accepting tone where I'm like, I just want people to have fun. I just want people to fuck. I want people to laugh. I just want you to feel the joys of what it is to actually be, alive.
Yeah.
So like, which is crazy. And what gave me that was actually doing porn, which is the craziest part. So,
So what is your spirituality now?
So I mean, I guess I still like identify as Christian, like, cause that's like how I grew up, but it's it's not by the book. It's not by any of that. Like, it's more so like, the universe and God, hey, yay, ancestors, yay, love all that. Like, it's like that. Be a good person. Don't hurt anybody,
But you don't need Sky Daddy to have that.
That it's like, be a good person. Don't cheat, don't lie, don't steal. I mean, sometimes you gotta lie, but don't steal. Like,
I mean,
it's not.
There's nuance to all that.
Yeah.
If you were starving, if you were impoverished and starving, what kind of fucking God would be like, oh, you can't steal a loaf of bread?
That, and like, I believe more so too, and like, there's a give and take. There's a give and take, and there's a rhyme and a reason, which is like, if you have a real good reason like that, you're starving, like, okay. But like, if you're just doing this for sport, you're just a little kleptomaniac. I play a lot of The Sims. I create a lot of Sims with like kleptomaniac like characteristics sometimes. Like, you're just like a little, that's different, Like, if you're doing something to hurt someone else,
well, yeah,
it's different.
It's nuance. Like,
yeah.
It's what a lot of this world is lacking these days.
Nuance and also comprehension. Yeah.
Well, you need comprehension to understand nuance.
Yeah, exactly. We're lacking a lot of things. It's hard out here in these streets.
I saw the dankest meme earlier about that. Like, why are Americans so stupid? Because they keep shooting the ones that go to school.
That is actually a really sad, but a spot on meme. That is spot on. Yeah.
I'm like, damn. Oof.
And like, at the same time, I have grown to be so patriotic. I'm so patriotic. Like, I have an American flag hung over my apartment. I never would have thought I know it sounds crazy. I never would have thought at any point in time I'd have an American flag like in my apartment just chilling. I'm like, but like I'm really, I love where I'm at, But I think
why are you so patriotic?
I'm patriotic because I actually believe in the general ideas of the Constitution. I actually believe in that. And I do think that in comparison to living anywhere else, that is the ultimate form of, per se, freedom. Let's put it that way. And then with all the crazy stuff that's been happening, with all the division that's been happening, it's like kind of like driven me more to just be more community oriented. And I think to be community oriented is to be very patriotic, to like want to have that common point amongst people, So like, and I didn't used to be that way. I didn't used to be the way at all. But like now, like, I take a lot of pride in not necessarily where we are, but where we could be. And like before, I don't know if I'm being real with you, before I did, start doing adult work and stuff like that. I had a corporate job, very boring corporate job, but I also did a lot of social justice work. So I organized a lot of various rallies and events in Oklahoma in regards to like various like bills that they were trying to pass, various like social more like best way social privilege related type of work. Let's put it that way, because I don't want to get too deep into that. So I was very, very passionate about that. And then I also did a lot of my own like personal journalism, like during like the protests that they were doing back in 2020 and stuff like that. And so I like put myself on the spot every single day after work to go out there and broadcast and talk about things. And, so that is something that's always been near and dear to me. And when I was younger, I always wanted to be either a veterinarian or a politician. And if I'm being frank, I always wanted to do that. But that's not the route I took.
You can still run for fucking office.
I thought about that, because if Arnold Schwarzenegger can do it, and if Gavin Newsom and his crocodile smile can do it, then, why can't I? Why can't I?
You got a fan base that'll vote for you.
I know. I've thought about it, and I was like, well, I don't know if people would take me too seriously. Maybe not like in a major office, but maybe like city council.
Okay. First and foremost, state assembly.
Okay.
State assembly is where it's at.
Okay.
Because, like, I don't know what district you're in. My state assembly person has 2,000 followers on Twitter.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Like, because there's some shit I want to approach him about trying to get past them, like, especially about that YouTube stuff we were talking about earlier.
Uh-huh.
Because I got demonetized back in April.
Yeah.
Like, whole channel.
Yeah.
And because of Section 230 they can just willy-nilly do whatever the fuck they want.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, I understand. I respect your right to be able to put whatever you want on your platform and take, but it needs to be consistent, especially when you're fucking with people's money.
Got you. Yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah,
something should be done at the state level. I don't expect anything to be done at a federal level about it.
Yeah.
But fucking ABC is based here.
Okay, state assembly. Okay.
Yeah. And
as long as I don't mind me popping my pussy online.
whatever. But at the end of the day, how hard would it be to primary a state assembly person?
When it compared to like running for mayor, even not that hard, not as hard.
I would wager 90% of the people we know don't know who their state assembly person is for their district.
They don't.
And,
I'm not gonna lie, I don't.
Right.
I don't.
The only reason I know is because I was looking at who I need to reach out to try to get something passed.
Yeah.
And then I looked at that he has 2,000 followers on Twitter. I'm like, oh motherfucker!
Wow. Wow, that's insane.
Like, we could just put a fucking porno candidate.
I might do it. Nicole Kitt for like, well, I'm not giving my government name, but
you'd probably have to.
At that point. But like Nicole Kitt for the state, I might actually do that.
Because, run for fucking Van Nuys.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying like where the industry is. Like,
yeah, that's true for the industry.
Not because you live in there.
Not because I live there. I don't live there. Listen, I don't live there. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah. Like Chatsworth, Winnetka, Porno Valley candidates.
Porno Valley, yeah. Why not? Why not? Honestly, like, I might, because like I don't know. I always had this like, you grow up and they give you these things, or like who's most likely to win, like who's going to be the next president, who's the most artistic, I was voted most likely to be president 3 times when I was younger. So I've always had this like very headstrong, like divisive almost personality in a lot of ways. And I've never held back. I've never had a filter, unfortunately. So like that's what I wanted to be when I was younger. And I think like, now that I'm a little bit older, I would love to actually make a significant difference outside of what I just do within the industry, because I love the industry that I'm in, but it's not the end all be all at all. For me, at least,
Oklahoma's never had anyone elected president. You could be first.
Oh, now I can tell you now, Oklahoma would not stand for that. They would not let me get to that point. Oklahoma does not play.
Well, yeah, you're not going to, you'd just be running for national office. You'd just be, the first native daughter of fucking Oklahoma elected to the highest office in the land.
But the problem with that, and this is a fun fact, is I am actually a military brat, and I was born in Germany. So they would say my birth certificate's fake.
Hey, a long-standing tradition of African-American presidents.
Exactly. They would literally say my birth certificate is fake, because I was born, I wasn't even born on the base. I was born outside of the base in Bad Krishna, Germany.
Have you ever gone back?
I actually did.
Nice.
I did. Back in 2022, crazy thing. I was dating I was with this German guy, and I was going over in like a lot, and I told him, I was like, I've always wanted to go to my birth town. I've never seen it. And so I flew over there, and we drove 7 hours in a rental, this really shitty Mercedes, which sounds crazy to say, shitty Mercedes.
It's a domestic car there.
It is domestic, exactly.
It's a Ford.
It's a Ford. It's the German Mercedes, like that model, is not built like America. It's not the same.
No, they're not paying the tariffs to bring that to America.
It's not the same quality. It was really shitty sound system. And we drive 7 hours to my birth town. I go there. I end up going to like the city, the courthouse, stuff like that, and I'm able to get my actual like real copy of my German birth certificate, which is so cool. I have that. And then I was able to see where I was born in the hospital. And we went over to the hospital and found that the doctor that delivered me still worked there. And she was there that day. So I have a photo with her. Literally, it's just me, her, just like this. You know, German people are very like, they're very serious sometimes. So I'm like, I want to take a photo with you. And she's like, but why? And I'm like, because you brought me into this world.
And didn't kill my mother while you're at it.
Didn't kill my mother. Exactly. And so like, this is such a crazy experience to be able to not only like get my original birth certificate, but also like go to the hospital, which it wasn't the old one because like they tore it down. They built a new one. But at the new hospital, it's the same doctor working there. Same exact doctor. So like I took photos with her. Like it's just like this crazy experience. And yeah, so I went in 2022 and I have this. The best part about it is I didn't bring a folder for all the documents that I received. So I found this magazine with Sting on it. Literally with Sting.
Wrestler or singer?
The singer.
Okay,
So,
you said you're a wrestling fan. I had to check.
No, but exactly. But with like the singer. And so I literally have this magazine like in like my folders, like my like, special documents folder at home where it's a Sting magazine. And if you open up the Sting magazine, it has my birth certificate. And all my stuff inside of it. I never took it out. I was just like, you know what? Use the Sting magazine and just take it home and just file it away. So like, yeah, like literally like my journey to my birth town was sponsored by Sting.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Yeah. 9. So yeah.
That's the extent of my German. So.
Oh, that's the extent of mine.
There we go. We got it done.
We did. Yeah.
You spend any more time in Germany or?
Listen, I get hot. I would stay ready.
I love that you're like, it's so cold in here. And then.
Now I'm hot. Yes, exactly. I spent all 2022 and 2023 bouncing back and forth between here in Germany and Barcelona and Amsterdam. So spent a lot of time in Europe.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it, honestly. I'd move there in a heartbeat. If it weren't for the fact that the industry's here, I would.
I mean, there's a lot of industry in Eastern Europe.
It is, but it's not the same. It's getting better, but it's not the same. They don't pay the same. They don't.
Well, I know. The rates are, you'll do some crazy shit for a lot less money.
Exactly. And I'm not going to like pop out tennis balls of my asshole for $700. I'm not doing it.
Podcast over.
Yeah.
God damn it. That's really why I had you here. I was just like... I was deceived, Nicole.
What about me? The possibility of I'm not popping tennis balls out my butt. Like it's just not happening. I don't want to say that because almost like almost sounds a little bit belittling. They work very hard. They're honestly some of the best performers in Europe ever. They can run laps around a lot of the performers here in LA. I can easily say that, but it doesn't change that there's just not the same like level of. It's not the same level of pay.
No, it's not the same industry.
It's not the same industry, and there's not the same level of structuring. Even though they're working very, very hard to establish that. Like, it's not like it's like one of those things that's passing by the wayside. It's just not the same. And something that attracted me to even being a part of this was the professionalism and the structure that we have out here in LA. So,
Professionalism?
Okay. So, like, listen, it depends on who you are, who you work with, and who you flock with.
No, I know.
Yeah. So, like, it's there.
This is still a very unprofessional industry at times.
At times, like it can be a little Raggedy Ann, like it can be a little, like it just depends. Like when I first started, like if the shoots I went on, some of those shoots, I don't know why I was there. I had no business being there. I was obviously doing it for the money, and it's
work. Everyone does work for money.
It was work. You do work for money. Everybody does it, and I definitely did that. I paid my tithes. Like I did the lifting. Now it's a little bit different. I'm talking from a privileged standpoint where I can say like, yeah, like now, like a lot of the stuff I work on are with very established companies like ALO, like Vixen, like that, and that's a little bit different. Like they take care of you in a different way. Like it's, it's a different degree to it. And I'm not going to lie, that's what I prefer. I think anybody would.
Oh.
Anyone versus a hotel type.
Oh, for sure. Hell, I worked on features for people back in the day where as the PA, it was like, oh, Matt, go to Ralph's, buy $10 for $10 burger patties and fry up people burgers.
Yeah, so like there's like that, and I don't even think that's necessarily a problem, but like,
but there's definitely a difference between that and being like, yo, pass it on the phone for people to order their DoorDash.
That pass it on the phone for people to order their DoorDash, you can order steak and all, like it's a little bit different, so like now I have that privilege of being able to be a part of that, but like. I had some shoots where I was just like, I don't know how the hell I got here. But majority of it now is professional. That's the point. Majority of it now, I feel like it's very professional. But yes, those things still very much exist.
Well, the big difference between this and almost every other form of entertainment is if you're a movie star or you're working signed to a major label as a musician, or you're a professional athlete working for the NBA or a league, there are gatekeepers with money being like, act right or we will fucking replace you.
Yeah, that's true. And
we do not have that. Like, like at the end of the day, if you're a big enough star in this shit, you can
say what the hell you want to say. You can say literally whatever the hell you want to say to whoever the hell you want to say it. There's no such thing as getting canceled. You don't get canceled unless you do some really egregious type stuff. Like,
well, and on top of it, you could act a fool at an industry event.
Yeah.
And it's not going to affect your money.
No.
The grand, because could you imagine like Bradley Cooper getting fucking shithouse drunk at an Oscar party and like, fighting somebody?
That wouldn't work.
No, the dude's career would be over.
It'd be over. And like, I mean, and we have flexibility. We definitely have flexibility in that way. I feel like we get canceled in different ways, and it's not the same. Like having a good time, getting a little bit, fucked up, like getting like that, or like, being a little bit loosey-goosey throughout the night, having some multiple escapades.
I mean, that's half the fun of the industry.
Exactly. Like, that's not frowned upon. That's not. I feel like the only time, like, it becomes a thing, like, where, like, yeah, you might very well get canceled when it comes to more serious things you could actually be charged for.
And not even then sometimes.
Yeah, and then not even then sometimes. Sometimes it's just, honestly, for just gossip.
Well.
And talking too much and just being messy. Because that can also get you canceled. Even if you're saying the truth, you can still get canceled. So.
For sure, depending on who you're talking about. I mean, Ron Jeremy was the worst kept secret in the industry forever.
Yeah.
Everyone I know who's old school has a Ron story.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because I grew up, which is kind of messed up to say, but I grew up knowing about Ron Jeremy and following Ron Jeremy. And so, hearing all of that, like, it's crazy. It's crazy,
For sure. And there are people that are still around in the industry that have. I'm of two mindsets. It's like there are some people that are still around who have done some criminal shit. Criminal shit towards the industry that are still around. But it was so long ago that the majority of the industry doesn't remember.
They don't remember. Exactly. It's very short term. Like it's a great way to put it. And I got this, this was planted into my head. This phrase, at least, was planted by somebody who does not work in the industry. They actually work in commercial real estate industry. And they go to a lot of conventions and stuff like that. And he put it very, very clearly, which was, out of sight, out of mind. So it's like if you don't show up to the conferences, you don't show up to the conventions, people forget you exist within a year.
Oh, for sure. Because
I feel like that's the same thing. It's
100%. Because the turnover in this industry historically is people had 6-month careers.
That, and like I feel like it's like, I mean, I don't know now. Well, I mean, so when I first came out here and I lived in the model house, I didn't just like stay there. I actually lived there fully as a permanent resident. And I will say something I noticed is a lot of girls, again, wouldn't make it 6 months. They wouldn't make it that long. And then if they made it 6 months, that sweet spot for that fall off was about a year and a half.
How many of those girls that you lived in that model house with still perform?
I literally only know, okay, so I know obviously Kenna James, but she was already well established when I met her at the model house, and she didn't even need necessarily be there. She would just stay there because she would come into town. Outside of her, the only other woman I know is Olivia J. She's still performing, I believe she's still performing. And oh, Lily Bell. I met Lily Bell for the first time at the model house. Like that's back when she had her bangs and like her little curly, it was so cute and little curly hair. But again, she was pretty well established at that point, so it's a little bit different. But all the girls I met who started at least never went anywhere. And like
And how many girls was that?
over the span of a year and a half, that easily had to be like 50.
Right. You named like 4 names.
Exactly. And like that's like,
not even 10%.
no, and that's the crazy thing. I feel like it's so much like propaganda where we're like, oh, like if you don't do it, somebody else like who's 18 coming through Perky is gonna do it. And I'm like, are they really?
Oh, they will for 3 months.
For 3 months, exactly. Like they'll do it, but like,
but it's in the producer's best interest that they are only there for 3 months.
Exactly. They'll be there for 3 months. Like they'll do the thing, and then even then, it's not the same quality because like I recently like I did like a scene. I know you know whatever, but recently I did a scene and I worked with this girl who was a lot younger than me, and it wasn't. She was great. It wasn't problematic whatsoever, but like she was a lot newer, so there was this learning curve with her. And I'm all about like I will teach you the ropes. I will answer all your questions. Like I will be an open book. Whatever you need, I'm here. Okay, because I know what it feels like to be there. Because I was just there just 4 years ago. Okay, 4 or 5 to 5 years ago, I was just there. And so like. I feel like with that, it's like if you're going through so many new girls, it's great, but like there's still that learning curve that's the difference between somebody just walking in and being like, I want to do this and just doing it versus like when you're talking about people like Vanna Bordeaux, for example, or you're talking about people like Kylie Rocket or Ryan Reed or like Anna Fox, like that's just a whole different caliber. Chanel Cameron, that's a whole different caliber of performance that didn't start necessarily on day 1 or month 3 or month 6. Like that's something that had to be like shaped, like, you know, even like Gal Ritchie. Like it's just, you know, so.
Well, yeah, I think that's just an added bonus for the producers. Like, oh shit, you stuck around, you're fucking killing it. Cool. Mm-hmm. But if you don't, it's not really any sweat off their back.
True, I guess that's not any sweat off their back because as long as they have faces and titties, like to line up, like that sells the scenes, I guess. But like, I don't know, because I've heard that so many times where it's like, oh, you know, like the next person's just waiting to come in. I'm like, yeah, they are, but are they actually going to stay?
No, they're not.
Are they going to be reliable? Are they going to show up on time? Are they going to show up sober? Are they going to, even though I'm drinking,
Oh, hey,
I think
see, back in the day, like the checking if you were sober when you showed up on set thing was not nearly as prevalent.
It wasn't as important, yes, and there's that too.
People I came in with literally would bring flasks to set with them.
I kind of envy that because I feel like that would actually make things a little bit funner. But, you know, I get why that's
a little less safe.
But exactly, it's less safe and it's a legal liability. So I totally understand that. Like, I know. But from a fun perspective, I'm like, oh, that'd be fun. But also from a liability perspective and a business perspective, no. But yeah, you know, it's like that and whatever.
Well, it's probably never going to change because.
No, it's not. I've just heard it so many times in my career, like a million times in my career.
Well, but it's not even just the producers. It's also like how many people get into this shit for the wrong reasons. How many people get into this shit because they think it's fast and easy money when it's not.
It's not. It's not fast and easy money. And like, I feel like majority of people that get into it with the same mindset that I have, that it's a brand and a business. Well, I really do.
There's multiple categories. There's this is a brand new business.
Yeah.
There's people who are just legitimately nymphomaniacs and want to monetize that shit.
There is that too.
There's people that are unfortunately being turned out by a partner.
There's that.
And the people that are here for a brand new business who realize this is fucking business make it.
They make it. And I feel like the nymphomaniacs is a very, very, very small percentage. I don't care what people say. I do not care what they actually say. I like look at their actions. It's a very tiny.
Well, and a lot of times they fucking burn out.
And they burn out. It's a very tiny percentage. The people who are getting turned out, I feel like that's actually more of those people than the actual nymphomaniacs. And then the people who are here for the business that end up lasting, I feel like that's the majority.
I wouldn't.
I feel like it's the majority of the people who last.
Okay, I will give you that. I will give you that.
Who last? It's the majority of that. And then the people who come in for a quick buck are the majority overall.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. The people that are sold the bill of goods, especially in the OF era, of, oh my God, I hear about these girls that are making 6 figures a month from OnlyFans. Like, yeah, there's motherfuckers making millions doing mainstream film. How many struggling actors that don't even get enough hours to get their SAG card?
So many. And like, honestly, like, I actually had my SAG card. Like, happily enough.
Ooh la la. But not enough hours to get the health insurance.
No. But I was an old dad's, Bill Burr, his old dad's movie that came out on Netflix. I was in that. I was one of the strippers, and I had a scene where I like fought one of the patrons. I was a stripper, obviously, but I fought over one of the patrons because there was a bar fight happening, and like the patron tried to steal back the money. And I had this whole sequence where I was like fighting him, like, no, right? It didn't make the final cut, unfortunately. But that's actually how I got my SAG. And also, like, Bill is amazing. He's like so sweet. Like, I love that man. I only like met him like during that like 2 days of filming, but I would just like love him. No, 3 days technically, but I loved the hell out of him. What were we saying?
Oh, just, the illusion of this is fast money, that there's big money, and like how many people don't seem to equate that to other forms of entertainment where the 1% of people in the top tier of every form of entertainment
make money,
make all the fucking money.
And so you can go home and you can be a mattress actress. You can do whatever you want to do. And a lot of people do make a lot of money that way. A lot of people make a lot of money not even showing their face, so you can do that. But like
there's a lot more people that make fucking nothing.
But there's way more people who make nothing. And this is, again, talking from a privileged standpoint today. That doesn't count that, like, after my first, like, year and, like, some change living here in LA, I moved to Vegas. And I lived in Vegas for a whole year.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I did it too, so.
It's a rite of passage.
I lived in, I lived in Vegas first.
Okay.
Because I was convinced by the people that got me in that the industry was moving to Vegas in 2011. So I moved from Chicago to Vegas.
That was too early,
Yeah. No, it was nothing but established performers with their families in those days.
Yeah.
And then I moved out here. So,
and it's better now in Vegas. But like when I was out there, like legitimately, just being fully transparent, during my second year, I lived in an apartment. I had a roommate, and that was Tyler Cruz. He's an amazing male performer, a young man, amazing person. And we moved from LA out there together.
Were you romantically involved or just living together?
Just living together. Like, I felt more like a sister, like an older sister for him and stuff like that. And I feel like we had that like familial, like, relationship. But when I was out there, I literally, we're going to the trenches right now, but I'm being real. I had no furniture in my apartment. I had a blow-up mattress as my bed in my bedroom. I had the bed frame, but I had the blow-up mattress. I had some like Walmart like 3-tier like drawers and stuff. I had my closet. I had this little vanity that I got off of Facebook Marketplace for $50. It was like this like Hello Kitty vanity. And I had no living room furniture, nothing like that. And I was spending my days on my laptop, my MacBook that I bought pre-owned for $700. And I was eating pizza on the floor in my living room because I had nowhere to sit. And I could have spent the money to buy that furniture, but I just wasn't making enough. Or I'm like, I need to save as much money as possible.
You got to pay those electric bills in the summer.
I have to. And when I moved out towards to Vegas, my car got wrecked into. So my car got totaled out. And so like I had no car in the beginning. I had to get another car. And I was living in Vegas, like literally on the floor, on my laptop, posting things on my OF, everything like that. And I was like crying to a box of Little Caesars where I was like, I think I need to move back home. I don't think I can do this. I don't think this is for me. Like, I'm not making any money. And I took one literally one project that the director, her name is Inka Winter, she begged me to audition for. And I told her no 3 times. Like, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to move back home. She's like, you have to do it. And so I auditioned for it, bombed it. And she's like, hey, let's go on a Zoom call. Let's audition together. I'll help you. I'll walk you through it.
She's the director. Why is she making you audition? If she's making you do it, why does she just not give you the fucking job?
Well, but because like it wasn't all up to her. She has some higher ups. So she had to impress or signing the checks. And they didn't want me originally. They didn't. And she made me audition again. And that second audition went a lot better. And she convinced them to hire me. And they did. And like, at that point, that was like the pivotal point in my career where it went from eating Little Caesars on the floor next to my pre-owned laptop with an blow-up air mattress. It went from that to literally like being where I'm at now, which is like, now I have my apartment space. It's amazing.
You can afford Pizza Hut.
I can afford Domino's, bitch. Like I'm out here balling.
Oh.
In the Papa John's, I'm balling.
Oh, you don't want to support Papa John's. He's not a good dude.
Yeah, he's not a good dude. But if I want to, I can buy these overpriced.
You're like, I got garlic butter, motherfucker.
I got garlic butter. I got condiments, bitch. Okay. So I'm here now. Like I have my car, and my car is fully paid for. Like I have like a very nice apartment. Like I am making money passively now, like online, like, just literally passively, that like where I can support myself fully. And that is something that did not exist when I first started. And I feel like that's like something that not enough people talk about, is like when you first start in the industry, much to the conversation where a lot of people come in and they don't realize that it's not fast cash. It's not fast cash. And my first 2 years it was not fast cash.
In those first 2 years, what was your OF looking like? Like money-wise? Like what was your average month?
My average month, my first 2 years when I was like $600, $700.
Which is still above the average for OF.
It is. And like now, like, when I was really on it, like I'm not gonna say too much, but like I was making a cute check. And like now, like, yeah, like I could do nothing and I make money.
Yeah.
I can literally do nothing and I make quite a bit of money. And, the more I do, the more money I make, obviously. And then like I have like the fleshlight thing going on as well. Like, not thing, but fleshlight girl going on as well. So I have that. And
you hired me as your cameraman mid-party for that.
I did spontaneously. So now I have like way more, but like it wasn't the same as when I first started. And I don't think enough people talk about that. They don't talk about the struggle. They like make it sound like it's rosy. And maybe it is rosy for some people, but I don't think that's the majority.
Well, it's also, people have to sell the illusion.
Yeah. It's an illusion.
Yeah.
It's a facade. It's something that like, you want to come off this way, but like being real, like I was struggling so bad I was going to go back home to Oklahoma with my
I know
tucked.
lots of established performers that are still living check to check, that are still like, I don't know exactly how I'm going to make money. And it's a wild thing in the evolution of my time in the industry. Like full service has always been a thing. Like it's all, but back in the day, no one talked about it.
No one spoke about it. Yes. And that's another thing where it's like, I had no idea. And that was ignorance on my behalf. Like I did a ton of research about the industry, a ton of research about the agencies, the companies. I did that part, but I had no idea about like the full service aspect, as far as like, like girls are out there doing their thing for some change. And
there are some performers who literally just perform to up their full service rates.
They clear house. Like
for sure.
Clear house. Like these girls will go out, do their thing, pop their, and then they'll come back and like literally like some of these women, I say girls, respectfully, women. Some of these women could buy a Toyota Camry probably almost every month with what they just do in full service. And I applaud them fully. I myself, I don't do that. I don't. But I applaud anyone who does, because I'm like, get your money. Do your thing, take care of yourself, buy that house, honey. You deserve it,
For sure. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing morally wrong with it, as long as everyone's safe and consenting.
Yeah.
But the amount of people who gotten in this industry with zero intention of doing full service work
Yeah.
and found themselves doing full service work because that's the only way they could fucking survive.
There's a lot that I feel like there's a lot. I feel like it's kind of majority. I won't say majority. I wouldn't say that, but there's more than you would expect.
Yeah, 100%.
Of women who do that. And, I can't.
I've been around for a very long time. Occasionally I'm like, oh shit, you do? Wow. I thought you were just fucking killing it with your fucking no F in your scenes. And everyone's, I'm like, I'm never like, oh, what the fuck's wrong with you? It's just like,
yeah.
Oh shit.
But the thing is, like, again, that to me, like, I understand now that can very well, it's not necessarily, but it can very well be just a part of the hustle. It can just be part of the hustle. And, the only difference between, women who do that and like everyday average civilian women is once you build that brand and that platform, you can charge a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have that experience behind you too. So it's not like it's just like you're charging a lot more for something basic. They do have that experience to add to it.
Well, and there's the prestige.
It's the prestige. It is the prestige. And there's a big difference between like having, sex with like a regular person versus have sex with this porn star. There's a big difference. There just is. And it's not necessarily like because like it's performative in the porn star's behalf, but I feel like you have to do porn, like you have to be very aware of everything going on around you and very receptive of that. And because you have to be so aware of so many different factors and so many different people, the cameras, all that, it's very easy to just focus on one person. It's very, very easy to do that because you're usually used to focusing on like 5 different people. You got this camera, you got that camera, you got that camera, you got the person you're with. Maybe it's a threesome, maybe it's a,
On the flip side, I have definitely slept with performers who have opened up to cameras that weren't there. Like, yo, girl, why are you in wide straddle reverse cowgirl right now?
Those are phantom pains.
I know why it's happening, but it's still like
those are phantom pains. Yeah.
Girl, it's just you and I right now. Like, what are you doing?
It's like losing a leg. Like you just think it's there. It's not there, but you think it's there. Yeah.
Like what is happening right now?
Yeah, those are just you just get trained.
I know.
I
know.
Yeah.
And what's hilarious? I mean, it's hilarious to me is the fact that like modern society. Well, not modern society, but like male society is like, oh, we want someone who's virginal and pure, but willing to spend more money on someone who's been fucked on camera so many times. It's just like,
no, I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you exactly what they want. What they want is they want someone who has a young face, a virgin and pure attitude, but the theatrics and the performance of a porn star. And that simply just doesn't exist. That is a metaphorical creature that is in the same category as a freaking unicorn. It's not real.
Oh, for sure.
It's just not. But the one thing that like people who work in sex work can do is they can create that.
Illusion.
Exactly. At least they can create that. So if that's a fantasy you have and you want, you can get it. Just know that like, that particular type of person doesn't exist. Because you can't be a virgin and then like
know how to fuck.
And know how to fuck. Like there is an art to fucking. Like there's a book by Dita Von Teese. I love burlesque. So there's a book by Dita Von Teese, which is like the art of tease. And that is all about like burlesque and like, the fans and the shiny costumes and the very like peacocky type thing, There should be a book about the art of fucking and pleasing because that's something you have to just learn through experience. Like I didn't know how to like work with women like that when I first started. Like I picked up with men pretty quickly, but with women,
or easy.
Yeah, I mean, pretty easy compared to women. Women, like, oh my God, like, if I go down to like, eat a girl out and stuff like that, like, I put pressure on myself. Like, I feel like I'm in like Ninja Warrior. Like, I feel like I'm dead ass. Like, I feel like I have to be like, okay, great. Like, I'm going to go down. Let me calibrate the jaw real quick. Let me focus in. Let me do a few stretches. Go through my AEIOUs. Let me like, and like work that tongue. Cause like, you want to leave a great impression. So like, that's something that it just takes time.
But there's also, with women, there's no universal truth. Because I have been with people who are just like, I want you to pound me into the mattress. Yeah. And I want you to choke me. I want you to slap me. I want you to, like, I can't get off unless there's almost that fine line between domestic violence. And
exactly. And some women really like that. They love that. And like Me, I like in my personal life, I'm very sensual. I'm very slow paced. I like that very grindy, like body to body. I want to feel fused with the person I'm with.
You're just like hip movement.
I need to feel like I like it very slow and passionate and like, so it's like that. But like, even with that too, that's not something I was ever able to do when I first started. Like I was fucking like a cardboard character. Like literally, like I could have been Plankton, dead ass. Like when I first started, because like I didn't know. Like you just don't know. And even if you have sex with people in your civilian life, like it's not the same. Because I feel like when you're on set, because you have to make it look good for the camera,
right? Aesthetically pleasing.
You're actually searching for ways to make it feel better for you, even if you are in these weird, awkward positions. You're trying to find little loopholes where you can actually find more pleasure for yourself, and just doing that in itself just makes you more like cognizant and aware of your body and the other person's body, because you have to pose this way, but like if I have to pose this way, can I get some like really good pleasure out of that, even if it's very uncomfortable and my leg is cramping and my back hurts? And like when you take all that experience and that thought process and you put it on a civilian, like it's like literally like watching the Super Bowl. Like literally it's the Super Bowl in the bedroom. So yeah.
I don't know, maybe every time I've hooked up with a performer, they're just like, I don't have to fucking do shit for him. But like, because it's just been like, I wouldn't say it was bad or mediocre. It's just been like, oh, this is just sex. Like, it wasn't like nothing. No, I don't think I've ever slept with a performer where it's like, oh, this was mind-blowingly different than like sleeping with a civilian.
Never?
No. But also, like, I don't think like anyone's putting on a performance when they're like, I'm gonna fuck Matt Slayer. Yeah, let me like show him the razzle dazzle. Like they're just like.
Yeah, I mean, like, I get that. Like, and I won't lie, like, in my personal life, when I've, like, done that, like, I've, like, flat out asked, like my partner, I was like, who do you want today? Like, do you want, like, my government name or do you want Nicole? Like, who do you want? I've literally asked that. And, like, one of the funniest things, actually, and please don't, but one of the funniest things was I was like, do you want me to go Nicole? You want Nicole for a little bit? And they were like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, you sure? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give you Nicole. And, I gave Nicole and like, came like that, like literally like that. And I'm like, you see, like, this is why I don't do this every day. Because if I did that every single day, like I'd be dragging you around like a cadaver almost, because you couldn't handle it. But, there's like that. So like, it's, I hate that you haven't had that yet, because you kind of deserve that.
Pretty much everyone I hook up with, like, you're doing the work. Like it's been a long week, Matt.
Yeah, but you deserve to be, turned into like a pillow top.
What else? Like, I'm happy to be in the game. Like, I'm just, well, except for a couple people like I've dated over the years, it's just like, whatever. It's just like, it's random hookups. It's just like, I'm just happy to be in the game. Like,
just happy to be in the game. I get that. It's like you said earlier, like, it's got to be someone that has like that personal, like, that's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Because I will say not everyone can unlock that. You got to have a special key.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and like half the time it's just like, oh yeah, like I'm doing this all week. Yeah, I want to bang, but Matt, do the work. Okay, I'm happy to be in the game. Let's do this.
Happy to be here. It's like
fuck. This is a lot of times it's very unexpected. So it's just like, okay, this is happening. Yeah, sure, I'm in
on the fly.
Yeah,
on the fly. I mean, sometimes that can be the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love spontaneous sex. I've had a lot of spontaneous sex. I love that.
Oh no, it's absolutely great. It's just like, oh shit. It's always unfortunate though. It's like when I'm like very much not date ready. It's like, so a little hairy right now. I'm a hairy man.
No one cares. No one should care about that.
I care.
No, you shouldn't care about that.
I mean, it doesn't stop me, but it.
No, like, listen, like.
No one wants to pull a pube out of the back of their throat.
Oh, okay, but like, listen, like, honestly, no. Honestly, I will take a pube in the back of the throat than just regular hair. I literally did a scene like a couple of days ago, and this girl, beautiful, gorgeous woman, long, gorgeous hair. But somehow her hair, I'm sure, like when she went down, because it was like a group scene, when she went down on the guy and stuff like that, her hair got wrapped around it. And I went down and literally, like, I ended up swallowing a majority of the hair went down my throat, except for like just a little bit of it that sat on the back of my tongue. And like, it's like when you pull like hair out of your pants. When I went to pull it out, I had to like pull it all the way out of my mouth.
Well,
I'll take a pube.
Well, at least with a pube, you know it's actually theirs. Coming out of another performer, you don't know whose hair that is.
Well, but I'll take a short, tiny little pube over literally a long piece of hair. It was so long, and I could feel it like traveling back up. And I was like, this is unsettling? Kind of hot. Unsettling, though. So
yeah, I don't know how women's hair does this. Like, there have been times where it does. Like, there'll be times where, like, I don't remember the last time I hooked up with a blonde. Why is there a blonde hair like randomly in my fucking bed?
It just travels. And I love it. Honestly, I love it. But like, I'll take a pube. You shouldn't worry about that. Like,
I'm not actually worried. As I said, it's never been like a delay game. It's been occasionally like, well, this is unexpected. Sorry.
Yeah, that's like garnish. That's like cilantro or like.
Sorry, I'm an old man. Where in the 90s and early 2000s, everyone was expecting baby smooth all the time.
Oh, I hate that. That's the one thing I don't miss. Like, I love a good bush. I love a bush. I'll set up a picnic on a bush. Okay. Like, so like, I love it. It's so sexy. It's so like, especially on women, it's just like, mwah. Anyway, I love a bush, but, when I first started, I like shaved fully. I hate that. I hate it now. Like, if someone's like fully shaved, like, good for them, but it's just not my preference. Like, to me, you just look like a chicken nugget. That's all I see is a chicken nugget. I don't want a chicken nugget. Like, I want something with texture. I want something that like, because when you sweat and stuff, all the like hormones, like all the pheromones, like all get collected like right in that little area. It's nice. It's like a little Brillo pad of joy.
Old school. Like, I'm not gonna like if a bush comes out, I'm like, oh no, I'm out. Yeah. But I'm old school. Like, I'm down with clean shaven. Like,
yeah, you like the clean shaven.
Yeah, I'm an old man.
You like the clean shaven?
I do.
So what about like the income? You don't care about that? You just wanted baby smooth?
I'm probably not going to be in a long-term relationship. Like, that sounds like someone else's problem down the road.
Oh my God.
I am pretty perpetually a bachelor. So it's just like, oh, we're going to hook up a handful of times. Like,
okay. So, but I feel like that's a visualization thing too.
No.
So it looks like, you can see it all.
Yeah, no, I can see it all. I can see my face in there. Like,
okay. You want the reflection. You want the sheen on it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, okay.
And like, the beard texture has, much more meaning when you got nothing else down there. There's no hair on hair violence.
Got you. Okay.
And, a lot of women appreciate a beard against their, nude genitalia.
I like that. Okay, I like a little sauerkraut. Like I like a little.
How very German of you.
Yeah, I like a little.
And there's nothing wrong with
men
that.
too, not just women. On men too. Like I like a little. It's nice. It's like a little primate. Like it's
Though it is comical when I am fully shaven because the rest of me is still just fucking hairy. So it's just like the one bald spot.
Yeah.
It's just like hair. Clean shaven hair, like inner thighs, hair, like
a little glow.
Yeah,
little glow on it.
It's like, yeah, that's my smooth dick, and the rest is hairy.
Nah, I don't know. To the guys watching, just honestly, just shave the nether region. That's what's important. But leave the rest, it's fine.
Well, if you're in a committed relationship, just find out what your partner's into.
That, it's just...
Yeah. If I was with someone and they're just like, I like you hairy, I'd be like, oh, cool, I don't have to fucking shave, done.
For me, I'm like, you got to get it how it comes. And like, I've had my bush now for like 3 years. And now it's a part of me. It's like, I don't care what happens. I don't care if there's a fad and a trend where girls go back. Because the bush, I feel like coming back in was a fad.
Right.
And I feel like at some point it's going to swing the other way.
It's going to go back to the landing strip or some shit.
It's a landing strip or that. And like for me, I'm like, no. Like this is the fuzzy muffin. This is how I call it a top hat, really. Because she's a gentle lady. So she's a gentle lady with her little top hat. She's dignified. Put some respect on her. So yeah.
All good.
It's all good.
Yeah.
We just really been talking about
Genitalia.
Genitalia in bushes for 5 minutes now.
Probably longer.
Probably longer. Yeah.
These things happen.
These things I could. Well, this creates it. This is not sponsored, so we're not gonna show any labels. But yeah.
But I feel like for hookup culture, it's a better move to just be shaven.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, how I look at it is like, because I don't hook up with people like that. Like, I have to really like somebody to hook up with them. Like, I have to. But once upon a time, but I feel like, I guess from a woman's perspective, like, you need to be happy to be here.
Well, yeah.
You should be happy to be here. So if I show up like looking like Sasquatch, like the old like what is it? Jack Link's like beef jerky commercials.
I eat pussy on periods, so I don't give a fuck.
Oh, you're a vampire. You got your fangs?
I'm not going to redo the bit, but there is definitely a clip of me being like, I'll pull a cloud out of my beard. I don't go fuck.
Wow. Okay. Kudos. Honestly, kudos. That is like, because a lot of like, I feel like now like people are they're a little bit she frou when it comes to that. But I'm like, pussy is pussy.
Put a towel down. What else?
Yeah. Put a towel down, or like the sponge trick. Because like now I do sponges on Sunday. I do it in my real life. I even do that.
That's pro. That if you're just hooking up with someone,
just go for it.
Yeah. I'm never gonna take someone home from the bar and be like, "Yo, you need to put a sponge in, girl."
Oh well, no.
We're just gonna put a towel down and go to town.
We're gonna go to town. Now, if it's me, I won't lie. I'm gonna DoorDash some sponges. Like if it's a last minute thing, I'm gonna get my sponges, or we're gonna stop by CVS and make it happen. Because like I just don't want to make a mess.
Well, then you fuck in the shower. Who cares?
Or that exactly, or fuck in the shower like that. But like at that point, like. You should just be happy to have that connection, to get some play, because people don't get play like that anymore.
Well, and it's extra lubricant.
Yeah. It is. And it helps. It actually helps with cramps and makes the cycle shorter. So
I have
benefits.
I have 100% said that to people, because the amount of women who are still like, I feel icky. I'm like, girl.
Don't feel icky.
I don't give a fuck.
Don't feel icky. No, let it flow.
Your tits are popping because of it. Like, let's do the thing.
The tits are popping, that part. The tits are popping. They're nice and engorged. Like, just enjoy that shit.
Your tits are popping. My dick is hard. Let's go.
That's me. Like, I don't know. Like, like when I'm down to fuck, I'm down to fuck. I don't really care. Like, let's just do it. Like, it's whatever. Like, that's like the more natural it is, the better. Unless we like had like, I don't know, like we ran like a sprint or a marathon that day, that's a little bit different. Like we may want to,
Nah, sometimes you knock it all off afterwards.
Yeah, and sometimes no. But like if it's like nah.
It goes like, nah, I don't know. No smelly motherfuckers.
No smelly. You need to take a shower, baby. Both of us. Like, but if it's something casual, like, why not? I've been in some situations too when I was younger. I make myself sound old, but I'm not. But when I was younger, I had this phase where I was wrecking havoc. Let's put it that way.
Oh, no, I want to hear details. What is wrecking havoc?
Wrecking havoc is going out with my girlfriend, having a ladies' night, having a great time, meeting a random dude and convincing her to drive with me to this dude's house where I was going to go inside, but his friends were there. And he's like, we can't go inside because my friends are there. So we just fucked in this pickup truck in the back in a residential neighborhood. And that was probably one of the crazier things I've done. All the while, my friend, mind you, is in my car, a couple of cars back waiting on me to get done so we can keep going that night and continue.
Good friend.
A great friend. A best friend.
Did you get her laid?
No, she wasn't into the other guys. I tried, but she wasn't into them. But me, I was like, listen, I got to do this real quick. I can't go inside. We got to bang this out in this pickup truck, and then we can go and go to the next bar. And that's what we did.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
And that's what we did. I was a little crazy. I was same like age range where I was jumping off bridges into rivers in the middle.
No, it just sounds like you were living life.
I was living life, but like I was definitely playing with fire. That's for sure. I was doing some things where I was like, I wouldn't do today. That's for sure.
Fire is also what cooks our food and warms our homes. Fire's a good thing.
No, fire is not a good thing if you jump into a river in the middle of the night where you can't tell how strong the current is and you're not the best swimmer.
You did not die.
I didn't die though. I didn't die. I made it, but it was still risky. And back then I had a PT Cruiser. That was my first car. Yeah, I had a PT Cruiser and I drove my PT Cruiser off-road into a cornfield to get to the river. So already I was doing all types of things where I'm like, one, my car's not built for this. Two, I'm not built for the river, but I'm out here with my PT Cruiser with nothing but me, another car and another car with headlights shining on a bridge where we all took turns jumping off of it into a river.
Did anyone die?
No one died, but I went to all types of field parties. I like where there was a ton of people and there was nothing but a house that was halfway built on a plot of land, a trailer really. And there was like 70 of us having these crazy field parties with bonfires. I went and God, like.
So you were living fucking life. I don't know how this is a bad thing in any way, shape, or form.
It was risk. I would not want, if I had a daughter, I would not want her doing what I did.
Why not?
Because it was dangerous.
Do you not like who you are?
I love who I am, but
those experiences help build who you are today.
They did, but like they were really risky.
Right, but they still help build who you are today. If you like who you are, you got to take the good with the bad. You got to take all of it in, and that's what got you to this point.
I have to take the good with the bad, but like I was like, the craziest part is like all of this happened within like 3 years. Not even 3 years, like maybe 2.5 years. And where it ended was I went to this house party in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I didn't have much experience drinking. So mind you, I did all these things sober, primarily. Sober.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, literally. So like I was crazy, just sober. And I went to this house party where it was my first time ever drinking. And like these people like were like, oh, you want us to go to the liquor store and like buy you like, some liquor and stuff. I'm like, yeah, like just give me a handle. I don't know. I didn't know how drinking worked. Again, church girl, cult. Context is important. Church girl and a cult. No idea. So they go and they get me a whole handle of liquor. They get my girlfriend a whole handle of liquor. We easily could have split one and not even gotten a quarter of the way through that and been set.
Correct.
Right? Had no idea how alcohol worked. We go to this party. I drink like almost half of that thing by myself. My friend drinks almost half of that thing by herself. The rest of the night was just like this crazy thing where like we get separated somehow. I find myself on a bed rolling back and forth because I'm like, oh my God, it feels so good. I'm having a great time. Another friend I went with is having sex in the closet. And then my other girlfriend is in the back room, passed out on a bed. Finally, I come to my common sense and I'm like, you know what? I should go check on my friends, open up the closet. My girlfriend's still getting it in, happiest. I'm like, okay, you good? I'm good. Close the door. I go into the back room. My other friend is like passed out, like fully asleep. And she's there and there's a ton of people in the room. I'm like, we got to go. So I end up gathering my other friend up. And at that point, I was 2.5 hours away from home. Mind you, I told my parents I was staying the night at my friend's house. And I was like, we're just staying the night. We snuck out, scaled down the roof, ghosted my car out to the end of the cul-de-sac and drove to this party. So when I got everyone together, we got back in my car. I drove 2.5 hours back home, which I should never have done. End up ghosting my car back into their driveway. We end up scaling the wall because it was 2 stories, climbing back through the window, all going to sleep. I woke up in the morning and I was like, I'm never drinking again. I'm never doing this again. And I never partied and I never drank until I was like 24. I stopped completely because I was like, it was such a crazy experience. I was like, I'm never doing this again. So like stuff like that. I did stuff like that. But that was the last straw that like made me.
It was a learning experience.
A massive learning experience. And it could have ended so horribly.
But it didn't.
But it didn't. And the biggest problem was I was just so young and naive. I was very naive.
The only way to fix that is experiences.
That. And I said I was 24, but that's a lie. I really wasn't 24. I was 20. Well, I think I was 20, actually.
I love the lie lasted like 30 seconds.
Thing is, I thought I was 24, but I thought about the timeline. And correcting the timeline, I was actually really, really young. I was really, really, really young. And so like that like period of time, like I was just so sheltered. And so like I knew nothing about alcohol. That was my like first time having a real experience with alcohol. I had like little beers,
but that's the thing.
Lights, but like
even if you have experience with alcohol, it takes the first hand fucking getting trashed to really understand shit. Like,
and I got trash and I had to drive I had to sober up as much as I could and drive 2 passed out girls that are throwing up in the backseat of my car in a bucket back home. And I was like, I'm never doing this again. This is like, and I didn't, literally, like between that and again, like around 24, I would drink like a little bit here and there, but like I never partied. I never went out. I did go dancing, but that was as a professional, like,
right.
but I never like, the party girl phase was very, very, very short, but I did a lot in that party girl phase, like a lot. But that's what happens when they say people like bust loose, like say the girls are busting loose, like when they grow up in the church, that's what happens.
I don't think that's just like a church-going girl experience. I think it's a society puts all this fucking bullshit pressure on y'all. And
yeah,
then it's like, oh shit, I'm free of fucking my parents and the bullshit expectations. That's why so many women just go fucking wild in college.
Exactly. And and I was actually in college back then, and that's literally exactly what I did. And like that I regret, because I was like, man, I wish I wouldn't have, but at the same time, I'm obviously blessed. So like nothing bad really came from that, but I wish I didn't do that, because
why?
You
learned shit from it. You had experiences. Things are only a problem if you repeat the same mistakes, if you don't learn from them.
Yeah, that's true.
You have to have failures to learn shit. This is why rich motherfuckers suck. This is why people that grow up in wealth suck, because they've always had shit handled. They had no adversity.
They have no life experience.
They have no one telling them no. They don't know how to deal with that.
Yeah.
Their wants are just fucking catered to.
Yeah, and that's true. That's very true. So yeah, grateful for it, but like, it's
the future's not fucking promised.
Yeah.
You could have gotten into a car accident perfectly sober, going to school and not made
it. And that actually happened, in Oklahoma especially, like there's a very high level of like car accidents, whether it's DUI related or not. That could have very well have happened. And like it's one of those things, and this is the first time I've ever talked about this ever, like publicly, but like I do think it's important, and it matured me. I was pretty mature for my age anyway, mentally in a lot of ways. I feel like out of my friend group, I was the most mature, but I still made a lot of like not necessarily well thought out decisions. And like now today I can look back and be like, like I wouldn't do that again. Never. Like I'm sad that I did that, but at the same time, it's like I'm not entertained by those certain things, because I didn't start until adult work until I was 26. And there's a reason for that, because like I had the corporate job. I had like all of those things well before, being on camera, fucking. And so like it's...
you fuck on camera?
I know. I'm sorry to tell you. I fuck on camera. I know. I'm such a slut. It's so bad. But like I be popping pussy on camera for a check. But anyway, like now, like it's, it prepared me in a lot of ways for what I do now.
Well, for sure. And that's why I say like a lot of people are fucking have problems when this is their first job.
Exactly. And when it's their first job. And this was definitely not mine. And I had the wild child phase. It was short, but I still had it. And I don't know why I got like the ages wrong, but I had that. And I had the corporate job where like very nice. Cause like back then when I like worked in Oklahoma, I was an operations manager. I made $75,000 per year. And for
by half the state.
Exactly. For Oklahoma, oh my God. Like I made bank. Back then I made so much money, and like so I've done that, and now I'm where I'm at, and that didn't come without stride. Like it took a lot, but if it weren't for those crazy teen young adult years.
But I'm sure even in those moments, like you were making the best decision you could. Like you're like, yo, we have to get home.
I did, and the best part about that whole story is like, after I went through that, it wasn't just me being like, I'm done. My girlfriends at that time were like, yeah, we're not. And we all collectively agreed to just slow down and not do that. And then I went through this whole phase of when I was like just going to anime conventions and cosplaying instead. That was like my remedy for that, So it was great because it wasn't just like me who made that decision. It was like kind of this whole thing where we all kind of were like, okay.
Your social group, like, adapted.
We realized probably shouldn't do that. Probably shouldn't drive all the way out there outside state. Probably shouldn't drink like that. Probably, but like that was like the end result again of like having that really strict upbringing. Because when I say it was a cult, like I was walking around with books on my head. I had etiquette school. I was wearing the dresses. I was like and to this day, a lot of people are like, oh my God, like you're so like stoic and you're just so elegant and you're so in the way you act and you move. And I'm like, yes, because I was actually raised in a lot of ways to be a wife. They didn't say that, and that it wasn't like a common like conversation, like we're raising our young girls to get married and do this. But ultimately that was the pipeline. So, it changes you. It does. So,
I can imagine. But
yeah.
I still stand by, I don't think you should regret any of that. I think you should you learned from it.
You learn from it, and then I had this phase too. And a little after that, I was heavily involved in the car scene, which to this day I still love. I love racing. I grew up going to the track from like when I was like yay big. I grew up going to the track. So like I still have that, as well, that happened afterwards. And that was just more about like the car, like nightlife and stuff. And, all the spec cars and like the G70s and the Genesis and like the M3s and 4s. Like it was all about, that. It was great. I loved it,
Anyway, were you in a Fast and the Furious movie?
No, but I was obsessed with Tokyo Drift. I was obsessed. And I was a flat girl. Like I did. So I did a lot of races because I was dating a guy back then that like also raced where like, you stand on the road and you do like, it was cute. It was cute. So like I was very heavy into that. And yeah, I feel like I've lived several lifetimes within
Good
one lifetime.
Good.
Yeah. And now I'm in my adult work life, my life right now. The timeline for that, and we'll see.
Life shouldn't be stagnant. Like I do not understand the motherfuckers who their only goal in life is to pair off and pump out 2.5 children. Find a job that's safe.
That's never been for me. Yeah,
but it's for so many people, and the world needs those people. Society would break down if everyone was actually
those people. Yeah,
if everyone was actually pursuing their dreams, society would break down.
If everyone used their free will fully without prejudice, like then this society would fall apart in a heartbeat. But
well, no one went to career day and be like, "Yo, I want to work at Verizon."
That like no one did that. Nobody went to career day and said, "I want to work in porn."
Well, these day and age, I talked to some younger performers who were like, "Yeah, I decided in high school I wanted to do porn."
Wow,
I talked to a handful of them. Yeah,
that's actually crazy because like I've been watching AVN since I was yay young. I'm not gonna say when, but I was young. I'd say I've been watching AVN for over a decade. Let's put it that way.
Oh, so you got to watch me bomb in 2018? Dope.
So, wait, when?
Oh, I went on stage when we won Best Comedy in 2018. I bombed.
Wait, what do you mean bombed? What'd you do?
I was dressed as a rabbi and did not give a good speech.
Oh, no. What'd you say?
Nothing sensical because I was not planning to talk.
Oh, got you. It was one of those things, it caught you off guard.
Oh, yeah, because I was expecting the whole cast to come up on stage, and it was just me.
Well, you got the AVN, though.
I mean, we won Best Comedy. I did not win personally.
But you won Best Comedy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, when I started watching AVN, I didn't even know what it was. I just knew that if you, sometime between December and January, if you went and, like, you scroll through, like, the adult TV stations at night on Cox Digital Cable, Cox in Oklahoma, and you looked at Showtime, there would be this one award show that would come on, and there'd be these gorgeous women with the like gorgeous, not like the typical Hollywood woman, like boobs and all. They would come on all glamorous, and they talk and they give these speeches and I just love that. And this was back during the Hotel Erotica, and during the Bunny Ranch. And what was the other one? It was like sex and like...
Well, the HBO had Real Sex.
Real Sex, yes. There was Real Sex. Like, it was during that time period. And so, like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I had a timer on my TV, but it didn't stop me. I watched that, and I watched the awards show, but I didn't correlate the two. I had no idea that they were the same. I just knew that past 9, this was on TV. That's all I knew, right? So I like grew up watching like a lot of that, and the award show itself, again, I didn't understand what it was. I just thought it was glamorous. And I make a joke that I feel like I manifested my current career, like seeing that. Cause like I just again thought it was just beautiful women. That's all I saw. Beautiful, gorgeous women every single year. And it wasn't until I got into my adult years where I was like, oh, that's what that is. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It never stopped me from watching it until they stopped streaming it online. And the next thing I knew, boom, like COVID. And then I started right at the beginning of the pandemic. So, I got into that. And it was like this full circle moment where it's like, I've seen this in so many ways, not in an explicit way, but I've seen this. And like now I'm actually a part of that exact industry that I've been surveying for a decade, which is like crazy, but
Well, I'm sure it's wild to be like, oh shit, this is real. This isn't just something on TV.
And and like and my first AVN sitting in the audience, I had this moment where I was like, actually my first AVN was video chat. It was like during the pandemic, so it was all like broadcasted and it was like the Zoom type situation. But my first actual AVN sitting there, I think was the first year that I was actually one of the promo girls for them. So it was just crazy because I was just like, I'm in the actual room that not the same room, obviously, because location changes. And that was like when it was at a, what is it?
A Resort World?
Resort World, exactly. And I'm like, oh, that was my first seated one, but it still was crazy to see that, happen. So, long journey. A lot of crazy shit has happened between then and now. So,
And many more years to come.
Many, not too many. Not so many, but many. I'm trying to go into production. I'm not trying to stay in front of the camera forever necessarily, but I want to clock like the next like 3-4 years in front of the camera, and then I just want to like move behind the scenes.
Hey, at least you got a plan. So many people don't.
Yeah, no. I want to do production. I already do it now, like in various ways. So I just want to like do more of that and have my own production, hopefully, and like produce for certain companies I love, like Vixen or whatever. So
it's the way to go.
Yeah.
One of the people I worked for way back in the day, like, was a multiple AVN award winner, fucking A-list fucking talent back in those days.
Mm.
And I asked her at dinner one day, I'm like, yo, what's your plan from being in front of the camera? And she looked at me like I was speaking another fucking language. So bravo to you for having a plan for.
Yeah, no. Listen, like you can work as long as you want to, but a conversation I had recently is like, you can work as long as you want to, but not a lot of women move into the MILF sphere. They just don't. And I feel like when they do, it's often when they work and they take a little bit of a break and then they come back as a MILF. But like that in itself, it's a whole process.
Well, you got to get some work done too in most cases.
Exactly. Like it's a whole like transition into that. So you can work for an extended period of time, but like it may not necessarily always be fruitful unless you have a very secured brand.
Well, and OF has definitely improved that situation because back in the day, it's like, it was like Lisa Ann and like 3 other people that got to a, more mature.
And
Well, Stormy was very much directing already at that point.
Exactly. And so like it's a thing. And so for me, it's like I actually love the industry that I work in, even though I have my gripes and grievances.
No workplace is perfect.
No workplace is perfect. I actually love what I do. I love being on set. I love like all of that. And so like already, like I've been on several sets where I've done like art department. I have like worked as a AD, like, and I'm continuing to do those things. So like already. So like I'm moving into that sphere fully, but like there are other avenues in the industry to like expand yourself. A lot of people just don't think about that. And usually I feel like what ends up happening is they quit and they go be a nurse or they go into real estate or
some Captain Save-A-Ho
or
temporarily saves them. And
or they'll get with a guy and they'll be with the guy for like so many years and they break up and they come back. Like that happens so much. So much. Like
I say this to fucking everyone.
Yeah.
If you're ever with a dude who's like, you should fucking give up your career when he met you doing this career.
Yeah.
To buy you a new life, Tell him to fuck off.
If-
You're giving away your prime years.
Exactly. These can be your best years, and not necessarily because of like the way you look and your age, but because of the momentum that you've built up.
Yeah.
So it's not worth giving that up, And so like for me, it's like how I look at it is I will continue to be in front of the camera. I will continue to do those things, but ultimately I just want to fully transition into doing more stuff like Holly Randall. Like, she didn't start that way, obviously, as a performer. I feel like it's kind of been the opposite. And she still doesn't perform, but she does more like boudoir type shoots. So I just want to work that opposite, work in that general direction, to do more of what she does. So,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because I love the industry. I love the industry and I believe in the industry with all the faults, with all the positives. Like, I think it's amazing. And I'm so submerged in it now. Like, I can't imagine what my life would be without it. So I will always work, whether it means in front of the camera, behind the camera, or just parallel. Like, I'll always be a part of it in some way.
Hell yeah.
At this point, why not? I didn't move out here for no reason.
Damn right.
Yeah.
But I hate to do it, Nicole. We're going to call the last call on this motherfucker.
Oh.
On that note.
No, I think this is great. I've had way too much to drink at this point. So last call needs to happen because they're going to be like, what is this girl talking about?
Important things, motherfuckers.
Important fucking things. Exactly. Yeah.
But before we get you out of here, where can they find you on the things?
All right, so you guys can find me on Instagram at the Nicole Kitt or the Nicole Kitt. You can find me on Twitter at the Nicole Kitt. You can find me on OnlyFans at Nicole Kitt XO. You can find me on ManyVids at Nicole Kitt. And you can find me on Pornhub at Nicole Kitt. And that's with 2 T's, not 1. Okay, and yeah, typically you can tell if it's a real account just judging off of the post history. So please don't follow somebody who's not real. I have so many fakes out there. Please don't do that. Okay, don't get scammed. But yeah, it's or my linked tree, because I have linked tree as well. So
Hell yeah.
You look on there.
Nicole, it's a pleasure. We will do it again at some point.
Yes, and hopefully, yeah. Hopefully it won't be us or whatever. I don't know. Yes, I'm lit. Okay, I'm lit. I have polished this damn thing. All right, so yes.
That's what we do around here. Until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.
Drink up, you guys. Bye.